Okay, time to create the OP3 toolpaths. Collapse our OP2 toolpaths. Create a new toolpath group for OP3 toolpaths. Come down here to our viewsheet bookmarks. Click our OP3 viewsheet. WCS is OP3, toolplane is OP3, C-plane is OP3. Looks like all we have to do is a slot to mill on this side. So let's go ahead. We'll follow the tutorial at first, and we're going to do a slot mill. We're going to select, let's do this, select the bottom here. Let's flip that around. Okay, for our tool, we're going to come up here and use a 5/8 inch flat end mill. Cut parameter, computer, left, all this is good. We're not going to leave anything on the walls. We're not going to leave anything on the floors. We're going to have a 0.02 overlap. Change that. Let's make that a 0.2 overlap, following along with the tutorial. Rough finish, we're going to keep the tool down, 3-degree plunge angle, 50% step over, spacing of 0.05. For our depth cuts, max rough step of 0.2, finishing pass of 0.05. Linking parameters, same as we've been doing, 1.0, retract of 0.25, make that absolute. Feed plane of 0.1, let's make that absolute since we clicked on the bottom of this instead of the top. Top of stock is going to be 0 absolute. Depth, we'll have that incremental because we clicked on the very bottom of this, and it's going to be 0 incremental. Change that to absolute. Depth. Yep, -1 absolute or 0 incremental. Okay, let's go ahead and preview this toolpath. And there we have it. Let's go ahead and backplot this. See what that looks like. Back and forth, and down, back and forth, and down, back and forth, and down. And it takes 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Let's go ahead and play with the parameters a little bit. Let's change our toolpath to contour. Change our tool to our 3/8 inch flat end mill. Our cut parameters are now going to be a ramp. Stock leave on walls, everything. This stays the same. Depth cuts, no depth cuts. Lead in, lead out. Length is going to be 20. We need to make these pretty small so we don't crash into the other side of our slot. Multi-passes, let's do one rough. Doesn't really matter what the spacing is on that. And one finish. It's going to be a pretty, let's just do a 10th thou finishing pass. And we're only going to do that at final depth. And we're going to keep our tool down. Linking parameters should all be the same. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, let's backplot that. So first off, this is going to take 4 minutes and 22 seconds, so a little over half the time as the other one. And let's watch it machine. So we're just going to helix all the way down following the profile of the slot. And then when we get to the bottom, we're going to do one pass all the way around, and we're done. I feel that is a much cleaner and smoother way to do a slot than is in the tutorial. Okay, so that is all of the tool paths for our part. OP1, OP2, OP3, and done.